Hello and welcome. Today is Saturday. It is the 14th day of February 2015. My name is Derek and welcome to this weekend's chart analysis video looking at the daily and the weekly chart for silver as well as a 40 plus year chart on the Nasdaq 100. On Friday, silver up a half a dollar to a gain of about 3% to 1736. And this pattern is looking a lot like the pattern that ended 2014, where it made a significant higher high. It followed that up by retracing well below the 18 average band, establishing and holding support. Meanwhile, a declining 18 average as it was going sideways. Everything has worked out the same thus far. Will it end the same by breaking higher? It very well may, but I'm in the same boat as I was the last week or so. Neutral, significant breakdown below this level. Well, this will be a failed breakout, not looking good for movements as it's probably going to go well lower. Well, at least down to this mark. That's if the support in at 16 and around 2/3 fails. Breaking above this point here, well, this is the first test within what I've been considering the new bull market on the daily time frame, but because it's been holding very weak, it's looking more and more possible of this failed move. But on the situation breaking higher, I'm expecting at least another leg higher, significantly higher, up to at least the top part of this mark and about the 19.5 level on, of course, that situation of breaking higher. You can shorten this out if you wish within this high and this low. You'll find a Fibonacci mark somewhere close to around here. If it can hold and stay above this level for an okay amount of time, then it'll probably at least test this mark. Let's move this on now to the weekly chart. The week ended with a gain of 61 cents or a 3.64% gain. The steps that I talk about for reversal in trend: number one, band goes flat. Number two, resistance is established. Number three, a retracement back to this band. Final step is the break of significant resistance. And if it does that, then I will be deeming this a bull market on the weekly time frame, expecting at least one leg higher in towards this previous range at minimum, which is the 20 to 21 level. And that's if, of course, it breaks significant resistance. If this key support level here doesn't hold, then again, like a broken record, I'll be saying failed breakout, most likely fast move to the downside, and probably at least to this 14, but even probably lower if that situation occurs. As far as the Nasdaq 100 chart is concerned, this is a 40 plus year chart that goes back to 1972. And this pattern is very similar to that of the 2011 silver pattern, where it got close to $50 per ounce. And this is close to, well, 5,000. We can just put a decimal here just for fun, I guess. 48.94, because it had a large gain up to 50, in this case 5,000. Significant retracement and a long period of time before the test of the previous high comes into play. Same thing again. What should happen here? Well, in here it felt as if, it was going to test the 5,000 level, because it got above and held above the 61.8% from this high and this low for some period of time. So sure enough, that is a hit, and it's one of those now what situations. Generally speaking, you would expect a little bit of a correction, maybe to this higher 18 average of band level, maybe sideways through time, sort of like in here where the band would catch up to it. But if there isn't much resistance, I would expect the same thing, continuous green candles grindingly higher, as in nothing massive for sizes like this, but a bunch of these size green candles and probably testing into the 10 to 20,000 range as it moves within the next decade. Of course, if the support test fails and it does something like this, that would be a whole new ballgame, but the economy would be in such disarray, and it very easily could, that those are the signs you'd be looking for if that situation happens. I want to talk about the reversal of trend, and this is a polar opposite of what the silver charts have been like, because I've been talking about the polar opposite going from a downtrend to an uptrend. So going from an uptrend to a downtrend, way higher. So now step one is the band has to flatten out, and it has to go down a bit for that to be the case. So that happened in here. Band is flattened. Establish support. Okay. Come back to the band. And then break established support. But it didn't really even test the previous support level. It came close, but no. And so in here, you'd be saying failed move, fast move to the upside, and is the fast move over? It's not that much of one, but it's probably the minimum I would be stating to go to, which of course is the 5,000 level. So thank you for tuning in to this weekend's chart analysis video, and have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.